Hi, my name is Genevieve. I work in the bees industry. I started when I was about 21, 22, so about 7 years ago. I realised quite quickly that there really wasn't much help out there for sort of young drinkers who needed guidance about choosing wine particularly. So I decided to start a blog to help these people. So I wanted it to be fun, approachable, but also kind of gently educational as well. What to buy, what not to buy, what's good value, what's kind of cool and trendy, etc. So with that in mind, I also wanted to start doing some videos as well. Also debunking wine myths and drinks myths, because there are so many misconceptions about wine, about spirits, and I really wanted to kind of help answer that. And also I've noticed that everyone's so passionate and cares about where their food comes from and where their clothes come from, but why not the same with wine and spirits and drinks? And talking of debunking wine myths, one of the biggest misconceptions that I found when I first started working in the wine industry all those many years ago was about Chardonnay. So my first video is going to be on Chardonnay and why I love it so much. So I've actually got a bottle with me here. Lovely, lovely, lovely Chardonnay. So there are many reasons why it's the best grape variety in the world. And that's what it is. So Chardonnay, just to kind of explain when you see it on the label, so it's not the name of a producer, it's not the name of an area, it is the grape. When I first started working in the wine industry, I hated it because my parents never drank it and they kind of slagged it off and said it was rubbish. I think they drank too much of it in the 80s or something like that, and it has this really, really, really bad reputation. However, pretty soon I realised that it's actually the best grape variety. So it can be grown in so many different kind of climates and countries. So you get great Chardonnay from Australia, from Chile, from France. I've actually recently had a Chardonnay from China that was quite weird and interesting. So yeah, it's really, really versatile, which means you can get a Chardonnay that tastes completely different to the next one. So I love that it's I love that kind of versatility of it, because it keeps it really interesting. One of the other reasons that I really love it is the grape is one of the three grape varieties that make champagne. Everyone loves champagne, right? Myself included. And Chardonnay, along with Pinot Noir, which you will have heard of, also the inspiration for my blog name. And then a third grape variety that's kind of a bit less known is Pinot Meunier. But Chardonnay kind of is the queen of champagne in my mind. So yeah, not only does it make great wine, but also makes champagne. Some really big plus points here. And then I guess the third reason is how well it goes with food. So I love matching food and wine. I will do some more videos later on about, in a bit more depth about that. But yeah, it's a really good food wine. And when you match food and wine, when you get it right, it's amazing, and it can really, really change the kind of meal and the wine. But this one, so the one that I've got here, so this one, actually just got it in Sainsbury's. I've bought this quite a lot actually. It's kind of like a go-to wine because I just always know what it's going to taste like and that it's always going to be good, so I'm never disappointed with it. So McGuigan are really big producers in Australia. So this one, yeah, South Australia, so it's really, really fruity, and by fruity I mean kind of taste of tropical fruits, and it's kind of quite rich and just really, really easy drinking. And yeah, so this one, I think because I'm having roast chicken later on for dinner, so this is why I got this, because this goes perfectly with it because it's kind of rich enough to go with the chicken. But also, to be honest, I would just drink that on its own. So that's why I love Chardonnay. But there are of course many other wines. That's just, yeah, it's kind of something that I'm quite passionate about, because when I first started drinking wine and kind of really understanding it, that was the wine that kind of surprised me, because I thought I would hate it. And then after, yeah, like 2 weeks working for a wine company, that's all I drank. And 7 years later, still drinking it. So yeah, we'll talk more about other grape varieties and other wines, but yeah, I just wanted to kind of start with that because it sort of, yeah, shows who I am and my kind of tastes and everything. But I hope you enjoyed it, and lots more videos to come. If there is anything you want to know, if there's any questions, or you know, wines that you kind of have heard of but don't know about, or anything like, oh, when I'm in a restaurant and I never know which wine to pick, all those kind of things, do let me know. So comment below and I will get back to you. But yeah, cool. Thank you. Bye.